Shalom and welcome back. We're all getting very excited and getting ready for the holiday of Passover coming up in just a few weeks. We at Chabad of University City will be having a communal Seder the first night of Passover, which is open to the community. It's going to be a beautiful, traditional, beautifully catered Passover Seder. We'd like to encourage you all to make reservations on our website at chabaduc.org/Passover to make your reservations for you and your family. And everyone's welcome, members and non-members of the synagogue. As well, we'd like to remind you to sell your chametz before Passover. A Jewish person is not permitted to own chametz, any leavened products on Passover, so we sell them to a non-Jew, and in so doing, we are not owning it. You can do that also on our website as well on this for the sale of chametz. Well, how do we know that Torah is good for us? We know that the Torah was given by God, that Moshe went up to Mount Sinai and received the Torah from God himself and brought it down to the world for all of us to enjoy and for all of us to live a good life. And because the Torah is from God, we know that all the mitzvahs of the Torah are for our benefit. There were many years, thousands of years for that matter, that we had no idea what the purpose of these things was. We just did it because it was a mitzvah from God. Did we know that eating certain foods would cause certain diseases such as trichinosis and hepatitis and other diseases? Did we know that? Of course not. Thousands of years before Louis Pasteur discovered bacteria, Jewish people did not eat foods which were not cooked properly, foods which were not slaughtered well properly, etc. How did we know that? Who told us that? It could only be because God himself told us that in the Torah. We had no idea, only because God told us that. How did we know that one day a week to take it off from work would be healthy and good for us and for our families? To spend the time in spiritual ways and spend time with our families and not working. How did we know that? Did anyone understand the idea of creative leisure as we do today, thousands of years ago? Why did we keep Shabbos? Because God told us that keeping Shabbos will be a good thing. In ancient days, the Greeks and the Romans told the Jewish people that they're never going to accomplish anything. They're never going to amount to anything because they take one day off. They're never going to accomplish anything. But indeed, God knew what the truth is. God knew that Shabbos would be good for us and would cause us to prosper and to endure. Where are the Greeks today? Where are the Romans today? Where are the Jews today? All because we kept Shabbos. How did God know? How do we know that abstaining from sexual relations with our wives during certain times would be beneficial to us? That certainly that they say partying makes the heart grow stronger, and and our marriages would even be better by doing this, by practicing the laws of family purity. How do we know that? Today we understand very well that it's a good thing to abstain for certain activities during certain times and to partake of them in other times. And scientists and social scientists are examining that and realizing the benefits of that, how amazing it is that we knew that. But we didn't know that. God knew that. And by keeping the laws of the Torah of family purity and going to the mikveh and observing these things that would be good for us. How did God know that after experiencing a death in our family, it would be very therapeutic for us to take 7 days and to reflect on it and to mourn for 7 days and then gradually to go out of our mourning period for 30 days and then for a whole year and say Kaddish and remember our loved ones? How did we know that? It's a remarkable thing. But God knew it. So therefore, God gave us the laws of mourning and how beneficial they are and how therapeutic they are for us. Only God would know that thousands of years before scientists and before psychologists came along and told us the benefits of that. And there are so many other examples of how the Torah tells us how to live and how we benefit, but from the remarkable insight of the Torah. And it could only have happened if God himself had given it to us. That's something to think about, and it should inspire all of us to keep more mitzvahs, to observe more, and to study more Torah, and to see the tremendous insights, the tremendous wisdom of the Torah. Candlelighting the Shabbos is at 6:51. I want to wish you all a good Shabbos.